on Manifestation Pro 2012 Radionics Software for Professionals. To begin, you're going to want to have your download file, the zip file, handy, as well as it's a good idea to have a picture of a target person and the transfer diagram that you received with your software. Remember, your transfer diagram should only be printed once. You're going to print one copy of the PDF file. It's a good idea to laminate it. And then the JPEG file you'll be using to import into the software. To begin, you're going to want to extract the files that are in the zip. You'll end up with a folder like the one you see here. We're going to go into that folder, and as you'll see, we have some IPAC and OPAC files in folders. These are the files we are going to import into the software once we get started. For right now, we're looking for Setup.exe. Remember, Manifestation Pro has been redesigned from the ground up for Windows 7 compatibility, which means installation is simple. You may want to run as administrator if you have user account control enabled. Once installation is complete, you'll have the icon on your desktop. Let's double click and start the program for the first time. Before you can use the software, you're going to have to locate your Chi transfer diagram. Remember that transfer diagram you received in the email we just talked about a moment ago. You select it once and the program will now remember it. You don't have to worry about loading it again. As you can see, you can have between 2 and 5 positions in Manifestation Pro. Okay, now that we have completed the installation of the program, let's get on to some importing, because that's something we have to do before we can go very far. I'm going to go to the import screen. Okay, the first thing I want to do is go over the different controls. First of all, you can import a target image. This is going to be necessary, obviously, for your target images. You can import single background images, single images, or even a folder of images that's somewhere on your computer. You can also import a transfer. Should you need to replace your transfer, let's say that you lost your printed transfer, you need a new one, this is how you're going to import and overwrite the old one. Let's get on to what we really need to get to here, which are the package imports, images, and operations. I'm going to start with some image packs. I'm going to go back to the folder that we downloaded, and let's take a look at some of our image packs, IPAC. As you can see, the software comes with a whole lot of them. You can install as many as you want, or you can install them all. For right now, I'm just going to install the 9 packs of the alphabet of desire. But as you can see, the process is quite quick. Remember that if some of these files are larger, for example, the files pack is quite large, it will take a little bit longer, and you'll see that the animation on this screen will stop. And when it animates again, you know that your import's complete. Let's grab an operation pack. Operation packs are in here. Here are our operations. Several pre-built operations have been made for you, and once you import them, as you can see, it's not animating. Now it's back again. It's complete. The other thing is we do have a background image set, so let's get those. Background images are IPACs, so we import them under the IPAC button, but it will put them in a special place, as you'll see later. Okay, for now we're going to step out. Yeah, we'll come back here in a moment. Let's step out. And now that we've done this, we can load an operation that's been pre-built. One of those that we just imported by using the load button. Once it's changed, we can save it. If we want to reset, any changes that are made can be brought back to default with a quick reset. Want to set a background image? Click on background images. It will take you to the background images folder, and you can select one. Should you also wish, you can step up to the images folder and use any of the other images as a background as well. The advanced screen allows for two advanced functions: barrage mode, which we will talk about in more detail later, and load transfer. Load transfer should not be confused with import transfer. Load transfer allows you to temporarily use a transfer. Let's say that you're running a second instance of the software because you have two Chi generators. If you're going to have two different instances open, chances are you're going to want two different transfer diagrams and two different generators. Therefore, you can temporarily load a transfer. But due to the fact that we've included barrage mode, you may find this unnecessary, as when I go into barrage mode, you'll find out why. For right now, we're going to back out of here. And we have already visited the import screen. However, in order to work in operation, we're going to need a target, so we're going to be back here very shortly. For right now, what I want to do is load an operation. Okay. So I just loaded one of our pre-built operations. And now, let's take a look at the positions. By double-clicking, take us to the position edit dialog, and here's a picture of our target person. Well, you want to replace that with an actual picture, so let's back out of this and go back to our import screen. We're going to import a target, browse to the location where our images are, and I do have this placeholder image that we're going to use. This would actually be a person, place, or thing, your actual target. Once I import that and I go back to the screen, I go to select image, I have a folder called targets, and there's my picture. So that covers all of the importing of files, the setup, and I'm going to be back in the next video to walk you through the basic operation of the program. This is the Radionics Box Manifestation Pro 2012 video tutorial series.